Hi you guys, welcome to today's YouTube video. So today's video is going to be a new idea that Stu had, so he's going to be helping me on it. We are going to show you how we work with assistants. I get questions all the time how things go with an assistant, how I delegate duties and things like that. So we have an extension client and a color client today, and we're going to show you guys how we tag team, how we split up what we do, and how we work with each other. So if you're interested in watching this video,
stay freaking tuned. I can't move my face a lot.
We got Botox on Saturday, so we're frozen. Okay, so client number one is a move up. So we are going to be removing her extensions, and then we have all the stuff ready to go, and then we are going to put them back in. Okay, so how we do things with an assistant is typically the assistant will take the extensions out. So today Stu's the assistant. He's so excited. And we are taking her extensions out, so we're going to show you guys how we do this. But one of the biggest tips I have is to make sure that your stuff is ready to go. So before your client gets there, you just want to make sure that you have all of your stuff ready and loaded so that you can just start beginning. All right, look how satisfying this is. Just comes right out. Okay, so she has 2 rows. We just took those out, and now we are taking out the tapes. Our remover works best if you let it sit for a minute. So what we are doing is going through and saturating each piece one by one. And then once they're all saturated, we're gonna go back to the first one and remove that. And by that time, it slides out super easy. Okay, so now that the remover's been sitting on there, Stu is going in and removing it. So he just puts the comb in the corner, and then you just peel it open. And if you ever need more remover, you can saturate again once the sandwich is open. But typically it just comes out pretty nicely.
Voila.
Voila. We usually take the top one off first, and then you just pull that second one out as well. And then if there is any like residue or stickiness in the hair, you can just kind of comb through it. But you can see that there's really not much. It's awesome.
So after the extensions are removed, I part my client off, and then you are going to see me and Stu working together as we do the beading and the stitching. This helps it go by really fast. I never let my assistants do this part until they are fully trained. In the beginning, I just have them hand me tools, and then we can transition into them helping me.
Okay, so how me and Stu are doing the beading is I started on this side, and then I ended right here. So you can see that I have my little string right here, and then Stu is going to meet those in the middle. So his last bead will be right here, and then we're gonna tie the 2 strings together. So doing beading like this is awesome because it's super quick and efficient. And then we're gonna do the same thing with the stitching. Yes,
All right, so what my job is, basically when you're an assistant, my job is to make sure everything's running smooth, that Jessie has everything she needs. So our second client just got here, and we're gonna be doing color. So like I know in my head, I'm gonna need like rat tail combs, I'm gonna need foils pulled. I have the bowls over here ready, so we can just mix up and go. Basically, my job is to make Jessie's life easier, and so I need to always be one step ahead of her. And then on top of that, like what I was saying about being one step ahead of her, I'm like, okay, I know I need, like, we were about to run out of lightener, so I need to go remix some more. So just watch me do my thing.
All right, so when we get to the tape-ins, I do those myself, and I just have Stu untape them and then hand them to me. Honestly, I feel like this is the quickest way to do it, and it also makes sure that all the tapes are placed properly on each side.
Okay, so I am mixing 1 bowl of lightener, and when Stu and I work together, we like to mix 1 bowl for each of us so that we're not always fighting with the same bowl.
Right.
That makes your life so much easier. So basically how much you would mix in one bowl, you just divide it in half and do one, half of it in this bowl, half of it in this bowl. And then we're gonna be mixing up a low light, and we'll just do one bowl for this because we're not doing like, you know, a crazy ton. We're just doing a few highlights, so we just need one bowl. Okay, so I am gonna mix up 7N, and then we're gonna do the processing lotion with it. And with Goldwell Colorants, they say to mix it up 2 to 1, but I actually like to do it 1 to 1 when I'm doing like low lights or something, or even a root shadow, honestly, because I feel like the consistency is a little better, and I feel like it just works better for me. But there are sometimes I'll do 2 to 1. Sometimes with a toner at the bowl, I can leave it on longer if it's 2 to 1. So I kind of just play it by ear depending on what I'm doing. And now Stu's cleaning up the color.
The cleanup committee.
Okay, so we've got all of that mixed up, and now we are going to head over. All right, so as we start with the color, I always have my assistant start in the back and I do the front, just because I am a little pickier about the hairline and what the client visually sees. If we are doing a full, a half, or a partial, that's the way I do it. And it's nice because I have trained all of my assistants to know the patterns I do, and they usually just kind of start right on it and know exactly what I like. And then I always usually have an assistant do the toning and the styling. If I'm not super busy, then I will do this part. But I do like to have my assistant do it on the days I am double or triple booked, just because I am typically foiling another client or putting their extensions in. So here he is just rinsing, washing through everything, brushing it out, and then doing a slight root shadow and tone. This is a kind of a scary thing to trust assistants with at first. I definitely make sure whoever my assistant is watches me pretty consistently for the first few weeks to understand. I like to teach them as I go in the beginning, and then after that, I trust them to do this on their own. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's a little day in the life of me with an assistant and the things that I have them do as far as hair goes. I do have a more in-depth assisting video on Jessie Cated, so you can also check that out. Thanks so much for watching, you guys, and have a great day.